this is the, well, I won't call it a 60-second accelerant because it'll be a little longer, but it's a brief summary of the interesting bits. Thanks to Dave Capell, who prepared this summary, which I think is a really nice slice through the system. First, the basic grammar. In your accelerant game, the world consists of two sorts of things. One, uncalled damage, 1 point of damage. You get hit by something, nobody says anything. Before it, round it, it's going to do 1 to you, assuming it hits you. Very straightforward. The broad style of an attack, though, is, well, these 4 things. How it's delivered, what the effect is, what flavor of damage it is, and if it's specific to a particular target. So, okay, I'm coming out at you, I'm chucking packet, no, even better than that, I'm using a voice attack. So I'm going, by my voice, that's the delivery part. Effect, 2 damage, all right, so I'm doing 2 points of damage. The flavor, by light. So the flavor damage is light flavor. If you're resistant to light damage, it's not going to affect you. And then the Bane trait, 2 undead. Oh, awesome. It's not to everyone else. It's just to the undead. So, by my voice, 2 damage, by my voice, 2 damage, by light, 2 undead. That's a full call. That's got all the bits. Usually, nowhere near all of them. Someone will swing, it'll be 3 damage. Okay, cool, you've got it, affects everybody. But if it's constrained, that means you may have defenses that apply, and that's awesome. All right, here's a quick summary of the different sorts of attacks, just so you get a sense of what's out there. Direct attacks. Damage just hurts you. Takes points off your armor first, any magical temporary protections you got thrown on you, and then goes into your vitality, till you run down and you fall down. Waste, that's the, I'm going to make a point of your whatever go away. We could waste threat, we could waste slayer, we could waste whatever we wanted to. The takedown attacks, paralyze, stun, and death. All of those take someone out of the fight. Paralyze, you're standing with your arms stuck to your side. Stun, you're falling down. Arm stuck. Death, you fall over dead. Pretty straightforward. The limiting attacks that reduce your ability to do things, weakness, silence, drain. They're all decent ways to take you out, but not as completely. You're silenced, you can't do a spelling can't, for example. Straightforward. Equipment attacks, disarm, oops, drop my sword, gotta pick it back up again. Destroy, bamf, whatever got hit, whatever was targeted by that, becomes useless until you have time to repair it. Mobility control things. Disengage, we're backing off until our weapons are tip to tip. Slow down, all right, no more of that running stuff, 1 foot on the ground at all times. Slam, I'm getting thrown back. Maim, oh, my leg is maimed, I'm not moving. My arm is maimed, I'm not going to be using whatever that arm's got on it. Root, well, there we go. I pinned my right foot to the ground, I'm stuck there. At best, I'm sort of circling around. And repel, oh, gick, you're hideous, I'm backing away from you. I'm not going to come bother you until you attack me or a nice long period of time has passed. Let's see, and the specials, right? Agony, I hurt for 10 seconds. Because if it went on much longer than that, your throat would burn out from screaming. All right, so you're out. Frenzy, all right, now we've gone into a berserk frenzy. We're attacking furiously, kill whoever's in front of us, doesn't matter, friend, enemy, until that frenzy gets cleared away. And inflict, for everything else, here's a card, tells you what I just did to you. It's got any rules you need to know. General plan is things that you're inflicted with should always have some style of escape clause. You shouldn't be stuck doing something you don't like forever. We don't want to destroy player agency. To the extent there's anything resembling a mind effect, it's going to be coming as an inflict card, and it should have the specific rules on it for getting out of it. Most of the ones I write personally tend to have the, oh, you do this thing, or you feel this way, or you can concentrate really hard and you suffer a couple of agonies and you throw it off in pain, or you take some physical damage. So there's always a way to trade out of it. Defenses. Shield, guard, elude. Those are the dumb defenses. They stop the first attack that's coming in to hit you, whether it's something physical that's actually being stopped, or whether you're somehow deflecting, knocking aside, or whether you're just not there when it comes by. Smart defenses, resist, parry, and avoid, same sort of thing, but you get to decide whether or not a resist applies. So if you're hitting an opponent and they're calling shield, guard, or elude, that's fine for them. The attack doesn't affect them. But it probably means they didn't have a choice, and maybe you just burned their defense, and now you can go in and hit them again, and they may well take it. Odds are they don't have too many of those. If someone's calling no effect or spirit, what you did does nada, and if you keep doing it, it'll still do nothing. So don't waste the effort. No effect means no effect. Go try something completely different. Spirit, they've gone to a spirit, probably already been killed. Maybe they're an ancient ghost, whatever. But what you're doing isn't going to affect them unless you have a special attack or ability with the two spirit Bane trait, with the ability to deliver something to spirits. Sometimes it's the ability to talk to spirits. That can be very handy. Sometimes you can do damage or modify them. Those are really rare. And they're the things that alter the attack that comes in at you. Those are the altering effects. Reduce. 5 damage. Reduce to 1 damage, or reduce to agony, whatever. It means the thing that came in turns into something else. Sometimes the thing it turns into is worse. Sometimes it's awesomely good. Reduce to heal. That's a depressing call to hear. But hey, it's what happened. That's why the attack that came in didn't do what you hoped it would do. Absorb. They're sucking it in. It's having some power there. Reflect. That's even more annoying because it's coming right back at you. Finally, there's the beneficial effects, or the ones that are just sort of mets in the middle, right? Stabilize. If you were bleeding out because you had gone down to 0 due to cold damage, you're bleeding out. Stabilize brings you back to stable status, just like you'd gone down from uncalled damage and the clock was now running 3 minutes. You're going to pop back up again, say. Cures. Cures make things better. Removes a bad effect. Purge removes a bad effect. So they're each trying to get nasty stuff off you. Heal puts points back into your vitality, back up to its maximum value. Refresh brings some other attribute up to its full value. Grant means they're giving you a point of a thing. Equipment gets better when it gets hit with repair. Informational skills. Speak. That's the thing you occasionally see. Speak to spirit. Lets you communicate with a spirit. Expose. If someone calls out, expose undead, anyone who hears that, who has the trait undead, must call back out in response at the same volume. So if someone shouts really loud, expose, what's an entertaining trait? Orc. Then all the orcs are going to go, orc here and there. If they call it, whisper it out very quietly, maybe they'll whisper it back, may or may not hear it, they may not even hear you. Diagnose lets you check on someone's status, find out what's going on with them, what unfortunate state they're in. Are they stable? If you're good enough, maybe you can even find out how much damage they've taken. But are they maimed? Are they paralyzed? Stunned? If they're under something that you need to purge, you can find that out by diagnosing for it. And imbue, a lot like inflict, but normally it's used for positive traits and good things. Okay, that was a quick dance through Accelerant and its calls, thanks to Dave Capell and the good folks here. I'm speaking to you from NELCO, our New England LARP convention, where we just did a whole lot of theory crafting and had a long conversation with Rob Ciccolini and several other experienced players. We'll talk more about that stuff later. Thanks.